Hello and welcome back to the Making the Radio Cut blog. I'm Michelle, and on the phone with us today is one of my all-time favorite female jocks, Chole from BLI in Long Island. So let's jump straight to the radio questions.
Yay.
What led you to a career in radio?
I used to call the night jock at Kiss 95.7 in Hartford all the time, and I would be a guest DJ on his Power 9 at 9. And he said, hey, you should think about going into radio. And I was like, whatever. He probably says that to every girl who calls. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, ooh, that does sound fun. I love music and I love to talk. And then I realized I was always really into radio. Even when I was young, I liked staying home from school so I could listen to morning shows and stuff. And I realized, okay, this is what I want to do with my life.
That's very cool. And I don't want to sound like a MySpace stalker, but since I saw you did college, do you think college is a good idea for someone trying to pursue a career in radio?
I do, because it's always good to have something to fall back on, and you do learn a lot. You can, be a communications major, and I did definitely learn stuff in my classes that I took with me into my career. But it's definitely important to have the degree behind you, and, it could only help. With the way radio is now, you never know what could happen, and if you have a job and you might not, and at least you have that degree and you can do anything within mass communication and not just radio. It's not limiting yourself to just radio.
Can you describe your college station a little bit and your experience there?
Yes. We were a 10-watt college station called 98.1 WQAQ. We reached most of the campus and a little bit of the surrounding town, and students could sign up for their show, and it was first come, first serve. If the schedule got filled, they'd have to wait till the next semester. But I had one every semester, and I co-hosted my show called The Chat and Chicks with my best friend, and we played all 80s music. And every different show on the station would have a different format. Some were college alternatives, some were hip-hop, some were talk shows. Everybody kind of was able to do their own thing, which was fun. And it was just good experience. It was fun to just learn how to be comfortable on the mic without necessarily being on a commercial station.
What was your first radio gig, part or full-time, and what was it like?
Oh, it was awesome. It was part-time. It was actually at the station that I was an intern at, KC 101. I was an intern there the summer between my junior and senior year of college, and then I got hired a few months after I graduated college just to do board hopping and part-time on air, and it was awesome. I had some of the best mentors that I could have ever dreamed of there. They taught me so much, and that's basically where I honed and learned and got as much airtime as I could. They were throwing me on weekend shifts. Well, I started on overnights, and then they gave me weekend shifts and then fill-ins, and from there it just it spawned my career.
So is there another female jock you admire, and why do you admire her?
A female jock that I admire, and why? Let's see. I really like Wendy Wild at KTU because she's come a long way in her career, and she's super fun and friendly, and she's just upbeat and just one of those fun, happy people.
How about the most memorable station event you've ever been involved in at any of the stations you worked for?
Oh, goodness, there's so many. It's so hard to pick just one. I would say a lot of the charity events are definitely very important, just to show that radio does get involved in the community. Trying to think what was one of the good ones we just did recently? We did a campaign right around the presidential election with BLI. It was people could come. We had our morning show guy was also running for president, Randy from BLI in the morning, and so people could come and donate their canned goods and vote for the candidate of their choice. We had a pile for Obama, McCain, and Randy. So of course, most of the cans that we got went to Randy, which was fun, and it was just, something nice to do without being political for the election. And, of course, all the food went to Island Harvest, which was a local food bank here on Long Island. So it was a lot of fun.
Well, unfortunately, we're just about out of time for today, but there's still a bunch of questions I want to pick Chloe's brain about. So you can stop back here at the blog next week and hear part 2 of our interview.